Okay. Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. Alive from the garden, it's now. My name's, or the name they gave me is Rodney Josephson. And welcome. I haven't been on YouTube for a bit. I think the last time was in March or April. And now it's November 29th. Anyhow, a lot of things going on in this world, isn't it? In man's world. Oh yeah. So today's topic is the states of awareness. Now, in former videos, I have talked about these ideas and concepts. So this one is kind of a culmination of some of those, and a little bit more added into what I know and what I've experienced, and here to spread it, pass it on. And how do I get this? How do I know this? I only know what I know, and I don't know everything. But what I do know, I know. What I do know, I know. So if we're thinking about what I have talked about previously, so we're talking about consciousness and like awareness. As I have discussed before, the seven eyes of God, and this is Lucifer at the bottom. Remember, Lucifer means luminous, light bearer, light shine. The ignorant man thinks it's this horned guy that's running around, killing people and putting them in hell. Well, yeah, I mean, you can do that, can't you? But there's only one. So you are either going around killing people, or you're doing good, the opposite, if you want to think of it that way. But you are both. So don't escape. Don't attempt to escape from your internal duality possibility. But when you've mastered it, you know there's only one. So choose the right one, if you know what I mean. So these are the seven eyes of God. That's Lucifer. And we go up to, Jesus at the top. Now, if we want to go into the Eastern ideas, or that is, Asian, Hindu, Buddhism. We have the seven chakras. The red is at the bottom. That would be Lucifer. And then it goes up, different colors up to the purplish and white at the top. And then we have infinity, one with all, one with the universe. Now, when you have reached this state, or condition, or levels of consciousness and awareness, then this is basically all, almost, accessible all the time. You may get disrupted or interrupted or off track, which it's obvious in this world. However, it's always there. You don't have to rub the special oil on your neck and then breathe 300 times and stand inside of a pagoda and see the light. You can. It's just kind of an automatic thing. It's natural. Anyhow, this means down here you're unconscious, and this is the so-called levels of consciousness idea in the seven eyes of God. man is usually unconscious of his actions until the light is shown that he's starting to become aware, and then it goes up the consciousness ladder to full consciousness or awareness of the self, the soul. Now I wrote here OB, out of body experience. Now I've done is it near death experience. So they're the same ideas, but I experience this often because I levitate out of the body in my so-called dreams, and then I go do my thing. I travel around, and visit places, and chat. So it's the the awareness of the self that is aware of these activities. It's from behind the scene, if you would like to look at it that way. So awareness of the self, of the body, awareness of the language, awareness of what is going on, and that is, basically a continuous, non-stop flow or activity, if you will. Many a man are down in this level, and they're not really aware of what's going on. That's why the Caesar's world is full of bamboozlism, trickery. Yeah? Now, when you have reached a certain level of awareness and consciousness, which many people do, they may have different perspectives of what is going on. I'm telling you what I've experienced and how I can put it into man's language and pictures and to express it to you. So this is from my experience and my way of explaining it. So this is the awareness state of being in this now, in the so-called awakened moment. There is a void then to the next one. If I get into a state of peace, relaxed, nothingness, I might fall asleep, and then all of a sudden I'm dreaming. Again, I have said that everything is a dream. The only question is, are you aware of you are in control of the dream in the dream? Anyhow, the void is between these so-called awareness states. And let's say, if for sake of easiness, that you get in bed and you start to fall asleep, and then you're out, and all of a sudden you're in a dream. Okay, so that's a void moment. You're not aware of what happened, where you are. It's total blank, nothingness. But then all of a sudden you are in the next scene. It could be a dream of reflection of the day. It can be a dream of the divine wisdom that is given from higher or other sources. Anyhow, it's all information for you to manage. If it's all about the day review and negative, then obviously the dream state is telling you stop doing what you're doing in the daytime, because it is keeping you stuck in this position you are in. So the void is a state of nothing, between states, peace, peaceful. Now, member. Everyone is a member of the Spirit, the divine Spirit. And as you awaken, you are remember your divine right, divine power, and divine existence. So the more you gain this remembering, or knowing that you are a member of the membership of oneness, then you gain control of your ship, if you want to look at that. Now, as I wrote, seek within, because the world is without. The without world is full of disturbances, as you can hear in the background, someone making some construction work. It's kind of disturbing, isn't it? So I'm going to use that example, is that if that disturbance is going on when you're trying to meditate or sleep or get a restful peacefulness, then it's going to be harder to get that state. Now, I'm in my beautiful garden here, and very peaceful, at nighttime and in the morning, and it's calm. So I can reach a state of stillness, let's say. I'm one with all. Now, the world without is always throwing disturbances to disturb you. So it is your role or your duty to exclude that from your now-ness as much as possible. Now, I put these lines here. These are, if I'm in dreaming at night, I can go from different dreams during a nighttime. How long they last, that's another different thing. But let's say one might be a reflection of my day, something that was bothering me, and it goes into the dream and it's reflecting back. Then another one might be I go somewhere else, get some wisdom from my brothers and sisters in the other realms, and so on. So I could have multiple states, multiple places, timelines or realities I go to in one moment of sleep. But I can also experience that in so-called the awakened state as well. Drift, you drift into these other states. The goal is to be aware of your doings in your consciousness. So basically, that is the whole idea I'm attempting to bring you here, is that you need to learn the idea of seek within, because the world is without. That is the ultimate truth bringer to you. You're not going to get it from AI, even though they're pushing that in the media. You have to learn it yourself. How long does it take? Well, that's up to divine grace of the unfolding plan. You can't force natural, in this case, an unadulterated, unmanipulated, natural step-by-step process, which is unique to each man, soul who is so-called anointed to have it. So I'm going to end it on that. In summary, seek within, because the world is without. Seek the peace so that you're aware of the states that you are in, the conditions and levels of activities that are going on, so that you can navigate them, clean them up, purify them, whether it's through food, exercise, rest, naps, or whatever. Hanging out with the plants for a while. Have fun with your plants. become a plant for a while and enjoy the moment, because that's all there is, only now. So thank you, brothers and sisters. If you want more information, want my books or listen to my music, go ahead and listen to the music or ask for my books. I would gladly send them to you. Thank you. Have a great day. Have a great now. Ciao. Alive from Saigon.